motion to approve the resolution 2013-096, approving the EDA RLF business subsidy as written, or to be written.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bunky, second by Mr. Hansi. Question?
I was just wondering what Mr. Chigalo would add that one thing that he was suggesting, or
What one thing you're suggesting?
well, I don't know.
The personal guarantee?
Yeah.
Again,
That's not the recommendation of the
Right,
EDA.
the
We
EDA
have
is-
negotiated.
We're not renegotiating at the table, Robert.
Okay.
The EDA recommendation is what it is.
so we think that we've gotten
Due
more,
diligence.
more security and collateral than we've ever secured any other one.
Do you agree with my assessments about the EDA? I think you do, Robert.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mr. Mayor,
Please, sir. Terry.
my name's Panther, bought a lot here, so I'm gonna comment. I wanna be very clear. If these bids don't sell, or if they're not made and they don't sell, your security position is no better than we are today. Okay? The reference was made to a home or a no, you don't have that. So if these bids aren't made and if they don't sell and there isn't a profit made from them, your position as far as collateral and security is no better than we have right now with your current ones.
That we have written stipulation that the collateral is there.
You have a written stipulation that you will take a lien on a membership interest in an LLC, and the ownership of that LLC is directly related to the equipment and processes and things that they make, which we already have a lien on.
Right. 1.8 million in value.
Okay, then my second concern is, I would advise that we have certification that our lien priority position has not changed. Because if someone's invested $1.3 million above our 500, I want to certify it in the city that we're still in first position on the equipment and collateral that's there.
You with that, Jay?
I just don't find it the certification piece.
Your board needs to certify to the city, whether by a UCC search or something, or an authorization.
That word first.
Because you've referenced $2 million in investment, we have a $500,000 loan. Angel investors don't typically invest without any sort of security. I want to be able to
Angel
certify.
investors don't have any security.
What do they have?
Well, it depends on the membership unit that they would have.
They have a membership unit, and then you're pledging membership unit security to
I mean,
us.
in the case of liquidation, they would all be queued up. And it's not that one is.
That's exactly why
It's
I'm
not
asking
that-
the question. In case of a liquidation, I want to make sure that our lien position on our original loan is still first.
I can say this, I can bring this to the board for discussion. I can't prove it without the board, but I will bring it to the board.
Without a certification that our lien position isn't going to change because of the reference tonight in the public hearing that there's $2 million in investment that up to this moment I wasn't aware of. I'm not gonna sign off that I can get you more security. You've
I'm sorry.
indicated that you had $2 million in investment in this company.
That has been through loans and through angel investors that put that into.
Correct. So if someone has borrowed you money, or if an angel investor has taken a collateral position in maybe a Class B unit or some other unit,
Correct.
what I want to make sure is that we had a $500,000 loan to you. We have a security agreement.
And it's not done by ownership per se, it's not as if you have a certain amount there for you're in first place, it's just done through the quality of the membership units.
What I want to verify is that the money that the city gave you originally, that equipment is still there.
Oh, it is. I mean, if you want to verify that
We have.
that it's there in equity, that in equipment and equity, I think, yes, absolutely.
But just that we haven't changed in our position.
You can't change in the position, because there's only 1 million membership units.
But what if the piece of equipment that is so critical to this whole process was bought with someone else's money that we didn't fund for the $500,000? We have an after acquired clause. in our security agreement that would essentially, in theory, go out and grab that equipment and bring it in. Unless it was a purchase money security agreement that you did with an angel investor that bought that piece.
No, they wouldn't have that, it's just an equity in the company, I mean, it's a tangible equipment asset of the company.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's still there, that has never changed.
But who could liquidate that if you went under?
Holders of those membership units,
And where would we be as a city?
you'd be a part of that group of those
I
membership
mean,
units.
we don't wanna be there, we wanna be first in line.
I think it's reasonable to bring that back to the board and have them make a decision. I don't think.
All I'm saying is the council can act at your leisure, but with the information that I heard tonight, that there's additional equity investment or loans to this company, and there's $2 million worth of equipment sitting there, and we have a $500,000 loan, where are we sitting in that priority structure?
And that's good advice. That shouldn't influence whether we, I mean, that, before the contract.
It could be a condition.
A condition,
Yeah,
that should be a condition.
That would be no different than any other loan closing as a condition.
And there will be no contract without satisfaction.
Mike would answer that, I think what Terry's concerned about is. the
State infrastructure,
$2
sir,
million,
please.
But that's all, basically shareholders, that's not loans. The only, as far as I know, the only other loan is from, Smith. And I don't think they have a security.
That's not the information that was given earlier.
No, the $2 million is investment.
Then you should be able to certify that
Yeah.
without any difficulty.
Why wasn't this question brought up earlier in the
I think-
negotiation?
Kevin, please.
I'm the
Terry.
board of directors.
I understand. I just don't wanna turn this into a free-for-all, please.
So if, I think it's a valid point, I think we'll bring it back to our board to
And
address.
then the only other thing is if the board approves the deviations from policy for the going above the 500 and then the 0% loan, that another condition would be that the company remain compliant with EDA policy
Right.
as approved on an ongoing basis.
We could put that in the agreement.
That would be part of a loan agreement.
That'll be part of a loan.
Certifying loan position is something that's very common, and Dale, you can certainly chime in on this, but this is nothing that's out of the ordinary for someone to ask. And if it's a concern, then I'm gonna have to ask more questions, because then I get concerned.
And security has been a question that we have just talked about. This doesn't come as a surprise. I think it's good advice, it's sound advice, and it should be no problem. If it is, we won't go forward, whether, you know, assuming you approve, there will be no loan. There will be no loan.
Right, these will all be, we have to still draft the closing documents, so they'll all be.
Are we good?
I'd
You all right, Brian?
amend my motion then contingent on those conditions and the final document.
Correct.
A second. The amendment. All right. That's where we're at. Any more questions, comments, otherwise? Anybody? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes with Mr. Colbitson opposed.